Hi, Julie Torrance here. So let's catch up. We did this together. This is watercolor and doodling with some added documents on white. And this is 8.5 by 11 Amazon Basic watercolor paper. Then I did some washes, and then together we worked on putting the watercolor blocks in, still have some documents, and then I went ahead and doodled on this one, and on a neutral I doodled on this one. So here's where we kind of left off. And this one's a red and purple that needs its doodling. So I thought we would do that together. I've got a variety of Poscas, some thin, finer, and then some heavier. I've got a couple of Stettlers, and those are the 0.1. And then I've got a variety of other pens. So let's get a move on. How are you? This is a white one. I barely can hear, there we go. So see, I barely can hear the little ball clicking in there. But we can start with a little bit of white. And maybe we'll start with this one. I think that'll be fun. And I'm going to just outline it. And we've got a flower that's kind of overlapped. I'm deciding, do I want to ignore it and doodle on top? I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll just ignore it. And then that side is tucked under, so we wouldn't necessarily see that. Okay, let's grab a pink. And maybe this plant could use some flowers. So I'm just going to be making circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't matter. They don't have to all be identical. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're getting some art in. Is it spring by you, or maybe it's turning into autumn by you? Let me know in the comments. Spring is trying to come out here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where I am. But it's not here yet. Close. The trees are definitely budding out, which is pretty. And birds, oh my goodness. This morning, early this morning, like 7 o'clock-ish, the geese were just honking and honking. And what I saw yesterday, I haven't seen it today, was a lot of hawks. So I think these poor birds, I'm getting a yellow. I think these poor birds are trying to nest, and the hawks know it. I mean, I see a hawk here and there once in a while, way up high, just kind of gliding along. But yesterday, I counted 4, and they weren't as high. Still high, but not anywhere near as high as normal. I'm going to grab a green, a darker green, and I'm going to add some leaves in here. So yeah, these poor geese, I think they're trying to guard their nests. And this is the time. I wouldn't say it's particularly early or particularly late in the season. It's time for them to be nesting and laying eggs and all that. I've never seen a nest. We've had more ducks this year, mallard ducks, and I think they're trying to do the same thing. Okay, I like that. And I think, this is such a dark area. I think I'm going to go back to the white. Now I splattered this one with white, but I'm just going to add white dots all in between. How does that strike your fancy? I've been doing okay. The last cold that I had hung in there for, a month. But for those of you that are newer to my channel, I have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. And that's an autoimmune disease. And it affects my, I'm trying to think and do dots at the same time. It affects my immune system, and it makes my immune system attack my joints and tendons and ligaments and even muscles. So I'm on a medicine that's supposed to calm that system down. But that's why then when I catch a cold, my immune system is kind of low. So I'm grabbing yellow. So with my immune system being kind of low, the colds just linger and linger and linger. Okay, I'm going to outline. I think I'm going to go right across and outline this rectangle. And so what we're making is collage sheets. So my goal is to take these collage sheets. I'm gonna start working the yellow here across. I'm gonna do some lines, some stripes. That's nice. So I'm just trying to stay healthy, trying to, I'm on a medication that knocks my immune system down. And so that means I can catch coughs and colds and whatever's going around easier. And because of that, those came out kind of light. That's all right. It can give you kind of a textury look. I was going to grab green, but I think green on top of red will look too much like Christmas. So how about a light blue? And I think I'm going to go into my bigger, these are bigger pastas. And I have a light blue. The nibs are bigger. And let's put some dots in between these stripes. So I'm on what they call a biologic. Mine's called Enbrel. You may have seen advertisements for one called Ephemera, similar. And so I've been on that for, I think, 5 months, but it can take 6 months or more before you get its full effect. It's definitely changed my immune system just because I know how much longer coughs and colds want to last. But I can't really say that it's helped my rheumatoid a whole lot, but we'll see. I'm not giving up hope. So that's enough about that. This isn't a health channel, is it? But I know that a lot of you have inquired about where I've been and what I'm doing, and yeah, just, I guess you could say keeping my head above water is what I'm trying to do. We're going to put some more details on those, but I just want them to dry. I'm going to grab an orange, and this is again the heavier. And I think I'm going to go around this blue. Oh, this is a finer one. Sorry. I'm a Tigers fan, and when I see this blue with the orange, that's their colors. So it reminds me of that. And I'm just going to put little boxes. Okay, I'm liking that. And I'm gonna give her a turn. And maybe I'll work on these two. Grab the pink again. What should we do in here? Maybe sort of little petals. Now I could go outside. I've done that before on other ones. Just keep going like this. That's good. Yeah, that looks fun. I think I'm going to do some more. Yeah, that looks fun. So these document pieces I got from the Library of Congress, and they have a section on their website that's called Use and Reuse, and it's public domain, and you can find documents there. So I downloaded a few and printed them up, and I think they look fun, don't you? Okay, let's find another box. How about this one? Yellow and yellow on red, that's kind of close. Let's go with blue. Now we've got blue and gold going, and that makes me think about, and I'm not gonna go on top of the leaves this time. Makes me think of U of M, the University of Michigan. Okay, I'm gonna just switch to the different tip. Now see, this has a larger tip, and I don't see it written on what size it is. This has a finer tip, and I just can go by the black ones are darker or heavier, and the clear ones are a little bit finer. Okay, so what should we do? What should we do? Well, how about just, well, we've got stripes going on there. I was going to say some stripes, but we've got some stripes going on there. All right, I'm going to do circles. Not overlapping, but touching each other. Cards. There, I like that. That's good, but it needs more. I'm going to grab a color that'll show, maybe red. And I'm going to put a dot in each one. Okay, I like the way that looks. I hope that you do. All right, turning it back around. I'm grabbing the Stetler, which is a black fine liner, and I'm going to highlight these flowers. And I'm just going to go around each petal, and then in the centers, I'm going to put dots. Okay, I think that looks pretty. Yep, I do. All right, I'm going to come back over here. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to grab another color. Let's not put that there. I'll never find it. I'm going to grab the dark blue, again in the finer tip. And I'm going to put dots between the dots. Okay, I like the way that that's coming along. Yep. Looking nice. Grabbing the white. And let's do something white right here. I'm going to outline it. Nice. What should we do? Kind of hatchy lines. That added a nice little texture in that little spot. We just have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. We're moving along on this really fast. And then when we get together again, I grabbed green, so I don't want to go with that red. We'll work on this. When we finish with this, then the next time we get together, I'll have them printed up and we'll make some ephemera and some embellishments. Like I said, it's kind of like a masterboard, and it's kind of like I think I'm going to do this. Kind of like painty papers. Yeah, they're fun. I think I'm going to do dots. Solid dots, kind of random, and maybe I'll do it in a couple of colors. So I'm going to start out with this green. They're going to be just random places. Like maybe I'll do some over here. I'm just thinking about this as I go. I, don't have a preconceived plan. I just sort of go where the muse sends me. And it's not that I don't prepare for a video, but I think that it can be a little more organic and a little more attractive, heading for a lighter green. I just think it can be nice when you don't have everything pre-planned when it comes to just a decorating sort of project like this, where I'm trying to add movement and texture and have it be like unreliable. A person can't just pick a pattern out right away. And yet there's order. It's not just scribbles, which that could be cool to just kind of do sort of a random scribble. I'm going to grab the light blue. I made homemade navy bean soup last night, just for me. When my girlfriend Robin was here a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to make some, well, she requested, because she had had some dental work done. She had requested that I make some soups, and having company, going through a process of making a kettle of soup is nice, A little more of this blue. Okay. All right, and now we're working on a purple. So I'm going to grab a purple and I'm going to finish off the spaces with some purple. Well, when I bought supplies to make soup, she had said she liked navy bean soup, and I like to make it with usually a smoked turkey leg or a smoked turkey neck for the flavor. Didn't have them locally. Now, when I lived in Detroit, you could find them just as easily as you could find a package of ground hamburger, but not here in Grand Rapids. Okay, I like that. I've got this purple in my hand. Can we keep going? There's only a little bit of purple there, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that color right over here. Well, to buy the ham hocks, I had to buy 3. So, bought another pound bag of the beans, and I made myself some navy bean soup. Okay, what are we going to do here? I think I'm going to do stripes, but kind of close together. Let that dry. We've got 2 more that we haven't really touched. I'm going to grab the Stettler, and let's do this one in all black. What do you say? And I'm going to do dots instead of a solid border. That takes a little bit longer because it's so small. All right, I'm going to put right in the middle left to right, and then I'm just going to make kind of a curved shape with a point, just like that. I'm going to do it again. And again. Nice. I think I'll just put a regular triangle in the in-between. Yep, I like that. I think I'm going to put another circle in the circle. That looks clever. A little one coming off the bottom there. Okay. Now this is dry. I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to outline the orange. I like that. I'm going to put a circle in each corner. How we doing? This one, it's glaring at me. This one too. I'm not nuts about it. What does it need? Maybe it sort of needs like that. Let's do that. I like the look of that. Okay. Now this one, it's got this writing mixed into the red. So I have to decide Am I going to have my pattern go right over? And I think I will. All right, let's put that down. And I'm going to just grab a red. Red certainly goes with red, I'd say. Oh boy. Went way off there. I kind of like that. I do. I'm tempted to just do red on top of red, but I don't know what that would look like. How much stripes do we have? We've got kind of stripes there, stripes there. I don't think having stripes again would be a bad thing, especially if they're up and down. Okay, I'm going to do up and down red stripes. Okay. I'm going to find another color. Let's see. Orange. I think I put that one in the wrong bin. Orange is going to be subtle as well. And I have to be careful. I don't want to smear it. How am I doing here? I'm going to skip. Okay, I am going to take yellow. This is the heavier one. Okay, I think I want white. And I realize this may take a minute, but I'm going to outline all these dots in white. I think we've got a very nice collage sheet. I think it's going to look great once we get it printed up. And like I said, the next time we get together, we're going to have these printed up. We're going to make some embellishments, some ephemera, and we're going to do some collage, maybe make a journal cover. Not all in one video, but if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Down here, a video is going to pop up just for you. Subscribe and you'll know when we come to the next step.